Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Segmenting, Targeting, and Positioning. Chapter number 7, Part 1. The learning objective for this session are reinforce your understanding of segmentation as a tool to manage markets and resources, recognize segmentation as an effective managing tool, develop an understanding of segmentation based on the concept of value and value chain. Number 4, be introduced to the market information needs necessary for successful segmentation. Number 5, understand how segmentation supports business to business marketing decisions. Introduction. Three of the most important concepts in marketing, whether in business to business marketing or customer marketing, are segmenting, targeting, and positioning. What is segmenting? Segmenting is the process of segmenting markets makes it possible to know a market well enough to tailor an offering to the specific needs of few customers rather than to appeal to a broad market. While targeting, the process of targeting involves choosing segments to address based on matching the firm's strength. Positioning is the creation of greater value for targeted customers than is offered by competitors and the communication of that difference relative to other offerings aimed at the target market segments. The relationship between segmenting, targeting, and positioning. Well-defined market segments are distinct from other in what they need or how they buy. The market segment that Panasonic discovered has only one primary value dimension, the need for durability. We can take the example of Panasonic. There is little variation within the segment on this dimension. After alternative segments have been identified and understood, choosing target segments follows. It involves combining information about opportunity within each segment and information about the organization's capability and desire to pursue each of the opportunities. The marketer chooses the most attractive segment that company can address. We can discuss the example of Panasonic. The relationship between segmenting, targeting, and positioning. In the Panasonic example, the durability laptop segment was chosen because of four main attractiveness factors. First, the need was obvious and it was important. Second, no competitor was doing a good job of marketing that good job of meeting this need, and none was expected to do so in the near future. Again, I repeat, the second, no competitor was doing a good job of meeting this need and none was expected to do in near future. Third, this need matched well with Panasonic's capability. Fourth, the segment was projected to grow quickly. The positioning of an offering for a segment is the definition of which dimension of value will be emphasized. The purpose is to offer more value than competitors on some key dimension or dimensions. Positioning establishes the framework for marketing strategy. इस एग्जाम्पल में चार चीज़ें हमें क्लियर हो रही हैं कि पैनासोनिक ने जिस सेगमेंट को ऑप्ट किया अपने बिजनेस के लिए और उसको टारगेट किया, उसमें चार वजूहात हैं. पहली वजह ये है कि ऑब्वियस है कि ये ज़रूरत अभी पूरी नहीं हो रही, कोई और कंपनी इस नीड को सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रही है. दूसरी बात कि कोई और कंपेटिटर जो है वो नियर फ्यूचर में इमर्ज भी नहीं हो रहा जो इस नीड को सेटिस्फाई करने की कोशिश करे. तीसरी चीज़, कंपनी की जो अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज़ हैं वो इस सेगमेंट की नीड को सेटिस्फाई करने के साथ मैच करती हैं. और चौथी चीज़ कि ये सेगमेंट जो है ये क्विकली ग्रो करेगा, इसकी प्रोजेक्शन इसकी जो ग्रोथ है वो प्रोजेक्ट की जा रही है. ये वो चार फैक्टर्स हैं जो सेगमेंटिंग, टारगेटिंग और पोजीशनिंग को आपस में अलाइन करते हैं और कंपनी अपने अपने जो है कैपेबिलिटीज को सामने रखते हुए इस सेगमेंट को टारगेट करती है. The relationship between segmenting, targeting, and positioning. The positioning of an offering for a segment is the definition of which dimensions of value will be emphasized. The purpose is to offer more value than competitors on some key dimension. Positioning establishes the framework for marketing strategy. It defines the product or service features to emphasize the general message to be communicated to selected audiences, the channel that will be used to create value for the buyer at the point of sale, and the price level that customers should see. Market segmentation. In business-to-business marketing, segments are clusters of firms that are distinct from others in terms of what they need and buy as well as how they buy. Actually, the concept of market segmentation has been around for a long time. In practice, there is much confusion surrounding the idea. This is unfortunate as the segmentation process is intended to reduce confusion and assist marketers to better understand how to serve particular markets. Targeting. Producing an offering that meets the needs of customers in the segment better than the competitors and reach segment through communication and distribution channel so that customers realize the superior value offered. Choosing segments. Marketers choose segments to target by measurability, accessibility, sustainability, and actionability. Measurability is important because the marketers need to understand the size, value needs, and purchasing characteristics of a particular segment. While accessibility is a measure of the marketer's ability to communicate with the market segment and reach them with distribution channels in a manner that makes serving the segment possible. Sustainability implies a market segment that desires to particular value offering an organization presents. I repeat it again, sustainability implies a market segment that desires the particular value offering an organization presents, such that the segment is profitable enough to serve. Actionability is a measure of the capability of the organization to create a total offering with a competitive advantage with respect to the specific needs of the segment. Effective segments. An effective segment has members that homogeneous within the segment, and those members is heterogeneous is possible with the members of other segments. इसको मैं उर्दू में यूं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा कि विद इन द सेगमेंट जितने भी मेंबर्स होंगे उस सेगमेंट के वो सारे आपस में होमोजीनियस होंगे, और ये ज़रूरी है कि वो सारे होमोजीनियस मेंबर्स उस सेगमेंट के किसी और सेगमेंट के लिए हेट्रोजीनियस हों, उनसे मुख्तलिफ हों, तो तब वो दूसरा सेगमेंट बनेगा. Positioning. Relationship of product and marketing activity is explained with the help of positioning. In comparison to other segment, participants must demonstrate superior value to consumers. Positioning is in the mind of consumer. Resources often managed to ensure successful positioning. इसको हम यूँ कह सकते हैं कि पोजीशनिंग जो है वो कस्टमर्स के माइंड में अपनी प्रोडक्ट का एक डिस्टिंक्टिव इमेज क्रिएट करने के लिए जो कुछ भी प्रमोट किया जाता है दैट इज़ फॉर द सेक ऑफ पोजीशनिंग, ताकि हम अपनी प्रोडक्ट का एक डिस्टिंक्टिव इमेज अपने कस्टमर्स के माइंड्स में क्रिएट कर सकें रिलेटिव टू अदर कंपेटिटर्स. तो ये पोजीशनिंग कहलाती है. अब ये पोजीशनिंग की बेसिस हैं, इसको हम बाद में आने वाले जो टॉपिक्स हैं उसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Strategies for market segments. Competitive advantage through low cost position, it is possible. And then competitive advantage through differentiated offering, again, it is possible for a company. And competitive advantage through providing an exact product to a niche market. इसको हम यूँ कह सकते हैं कि ये तीन स्ट्रैटेजीज कंपनी के पास अवेलेबल होती हैं। या तो वो मार्केट के अंदर जिनके साथ compete कर रहे हैं अपना प्रोडक्ट लो कॉस्ट प्रोड्यूस करके उसकी कम प्राइस रख कर कंपेटिटिव एडवांटेज ले लें, उनके साथ कोई compete ना कर सके। दूसरी सूरत ये हो सकती है कि ऐसा डिफरेंशिएटेड ऑफरिंग लेकर आ जाएं कि वैसा प्रोडक्ट किसी के पास ना हो, कोई भी ना बना सके, तो हाई प्राइस चार्ज करके उससे भी कंपेटिटिव एडवांटेज ले सकते हैं। तीसरी सिचुएशन ये हो सकती है कि निच मार्केट के लिए कोई एक स्पेसिफिक प्रोडक्ट बना लें जो कोई भी ना बना रहा, उससे भी कंपेटिटिव एडवांटेज गेन कर सकते हैं। सो दीज आर द स्ट्रैटेजीज फॉर मार्केट सेगमेंट्स। Business to business segmentation. There are many bases for segmentation, some straightforward, some obtuse. A business must choose the segmentation strategy that makes the best use of its strength and position it effectively against competitors. अगर आप इस एग्जिबिट को देखें तो इसमें प्रोडक्ट ऑफर्ड है, बेसिस ये कॉमन बेसिस हैं जिनको हम ले सकते हैं। बाइंग बिहेवियर है, जियोग्राफिक रीजन है, साइज ऑफ अकाउंट है, साइज ऑफ कंपनी है, टेक्नोलॉजी यूज्ड है, इंडस्ट्री ऑफ कस्टमर है। अगर हम पहले को लें प्रोडक्ट ऑफर्ड, तो इसका क्या मतलब है कि बाय प्रोडक्ट ऑफर्ड अ कंपनी में ट्रीट ऑल कस्टमर्स हु ऑफर द सेम काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एज अ मार्केट सेगमेंट। अगर हम जियोग्राफिक को लेते हैं, बाय जियोग्राफिक रीजन कस्टमर्स लोकेटेड इन द सेम जियोग्राफिक एरिया मे बी ट्रीटेड एज अ मार्केट सेगमेंट। तो सारे के सारे कस्टमर्स जियोग्राफिक रीजन के हम एक सेगमेंट के तौर पर ट्रीट कर सकते हैं। बाय इंडस्ट्री अगर हम लें, by industry in which the customers participates, all companies in the same industry group may be treated as belonging to a market segment. जबकि साइज को अगर हम कंसिडर करें तो इट मीन्स बाय द साइज ऑफ कस्टमर्स कंपनी, companies of the same general size may be treated as belonging to a market segment. हम जो बिजनेस जो अकाउंट है, बाय साइज ऑफ अकाउंट अ कंपनी में ट्रीट ऑल इट्स कस्टमर्स हु ऑर्डर रफली द सेम अमाउंट्स फ्रॉम द कंपनी एज अ मार्केट सेगमेंट। बाय बाइंग बिहेवियर और प्रेफरेंसेस, segments may consist of companies whose buying centers act in similar fashions or whose needs are very similar. और इसी तरह से अगर हम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज पर आ जाएं तो इसका मतलब ये है बाय टेक्नोलॉजी यूज बाय कस्टमर्स all companies that use the same general product or processes technology may be treated as a segment. By process and supply chain requirement, इसका मतलब ये होगा कि companies may have differing standards of inventory control and on-time performance, as well as need to control elements of the value network that is providing the offering. These are some common bases that in business to business market companies often use. Value-based segmentation, a more complete and often more effective way to think of segments is to say that segments should be based on the differences in value sought. While simply defined, value is the sum of the benefits minus the sum of the cost. The perception of value will not remain constant across many customers. Thus, companies should try to choose and address segments that are homogeneous in the kinds of value sought rather than heterogeneous. Thank you. That's all for today. For the part 1, inshallah, we will discuss the remaining learning objectives of segmentation, targeting, and positioning in our part 2 session. Thank you.